Alright lads, and welcome back to another episode of my Rangers career mode on FIFA 18. This is episode 15 and we have 3 league games coming up. It is against Dundee, St Johnstone and Partick. So we're going to go into this game first of all against Dundee. This is a team, it's a bit hard to see, I'll go a bit fast. But it's the usual kind of team. On the wings we've got Osboys and Edwards, and up top Morelos, Alexic. You know the usual, Jack and Ogier, Bierman, Cardoso, Alves, Tav and Fodringham in net. So yeah, Alexic on the ball in the 43rd minute. There was barely any chances. He cuts inside in the box, gives it to Edwards, and he puts that one by the keeper. And honestly, this was like one of the first chances of the game and we scored from it. So we just couldn't break Dundee down. The referee was actually, not the referee, the commentator was actually saying this is one of the worst defence in the league, but they actually held us like 42 minutes for us to actually score a goal. But Morelos in the 45th minute has a shot, the keeper makes a really good save there as Holt gets the ball for Dundee. He almost loses out to Edwards as he punts it up, and Ogier is there to head on to Alexic. He gives it to Morelos, he turns and hits it, but it was quite quick and they put that one wide. And from the goal kick, keeper punts it up, it comes to Morelos again. Morelos tries to go by his man, but then he eventually gets tackled, and that's going to be half time. So we're going to the break 1-0 up, and now 54th minute, Bierman up to Alexic, Alexic onto Morelos. Morelos gets the ball off his man, has a shot, but the ref gives it for a free kick. Like, how is that a free kick? There was nothing in that, but from the free kick, it comes to Morelos from Ogier's header. Morelos takes a touch, plays it over the top to Alexic. He hits it on the volley, on the half volley, and he puts that one wide. And I actually thought he was offside, but it wasn't. And it was a really good chance there. It was unlucky, but now Ogier blocking McGowan's shot there as Ogier then plays it up to Candace. Candace has got time to run, he's just came on, so he's got fresh legs. He runs into the opponent's half by his man, nobody's catching him, and he picks out Edwards on the right side. Edwards puts it onto his left foot, has a shot, and puts that one beautifully round the keeper and into the bottom corner. And I think there's a bit of a glitch with the celebrating, because like quite often that happens when players are just standing there watching the guy celebrating, and like that's just not going to happen, is it? So Edwards there with a good goal, and that's the second of the game. Candace now on the wing on the 74th minute, gives it into Morelos, he plays it over to Edwards, Edwards first hat trick, but the keeper makes a good save there. I think that was actually going in, but now O'Hara for Dundee on the ball, plays it over the top, but that's not a good ball, and it comes to Wes Fodringham. He has a simple catch to make, comes to Bierman, Bierman gives it into Alves, Alves gives it away to Meekins, Josh Meekins then plays it through to Williams, he has a shot, Wes Fodringham with a good save, and I don't know what Williams is doing, passing it back to Meekins to hit another shot. Williams should have just hit another shot because it was right there and Wes was on the ground. Instead Meekins just absolutely splitted that one over and wide. So yeah, going for another goal in the last minute, but we can't get a goal and we come out 2-0 victors of this game, as that is full time. And it's a good result against Dundee. I think we've actually beat Dundee all the games we've played this season, which is good, because I mean we should be expected to, but as you can see from the league table, we've got 7 games left, but we only need 1 more win to actually win the league, and we've got 2 games left in this episode against St Johnstone and Partick, so hopefully that is doable. Hopefully we can win it in this episode. So we're going to go into this game away to St Johnstone. We have a slightly weaker team as this was midweek and players were tired. Put O'Halloran in, Hardy, who else? I can't really remember. But Alexic I was actually meant to put McLean in for him. But O'Halloran now with a first time cross to Hardy. He has a shot, the keeper saves it, the defender then fails to clear it, and it falls right back to Hardy, and he taps that one in for his first goal of the season. And that looks nothing like Hardy. Like, he does not, he's 20 years old, the boy feels raw, and he does not have a moustache like that. So I don't know what EA are thinking. Like, I mean, try and make it at least a bit similar to him. But anyway, that's his first goal of the season, and it was probably one of the luckier ones, as yeah, I mean it was a good save by the keeper, good build up play for the actual header, but then the defender just falling over Hardy, and Hardy for a simple tap in. So yeah, 1-0 up against St Johnstone, and 45th minute, McLean has a shot, but that one goes over the bar. And I don't know if you remember the last meeting between us, it was at Ibrox and we drew 3 each, and yeah, they absolutely demolished us, but we somehow got a draw out of it. But anyway, Davidson on the ball for St Johnstone, gives it to McLean, McLean gives it back to Davidson, Davidson then loses out to Cardoso, but that's going to be half time and we go into the break 1-0 up. And it's a good result so far because St Johnstone are a pretty decent team. So Alexic gives it to O'Halloran, O'Halloran to Alexic, Alexic up to Ryan Hardy plays it to Dalsio, Dalsio one-on-one, but he has such a heavy touch and the keeper collects that one. Dalsio then plays it up to Ryan Hardy to Alexic, he has a shot and he puts that one into the back of the net from outside the box, and what a finish that was from Alexic, and that could possibly secure the league title for us as long as St Johnstone come on an epic comeback. Epic, who uses Epic anymore? Anyway, as long as St Johnstone don't come on a crazy good, amazing comeback, then we should be destined to win this game. Brilliant shot by Alexic, but the keeper might have actually been able to get there. But anyway, Witherspoon on the ball for St Johnstone. He holds on to it and gives it up. A good ball to Shaughnessy, I think that's how you say it. Anyway, he goes into the box, swings it in back post to Agipong. He has a header, and he definitely should at least hit the target there. But anyway, 86th minute, Dalsio plays it up to Ryan Hardy. Ryan Hardy turns back and gives it in the middle to McLean. He gives it out to Morelos. Morelos on the wing gives it back to Dalsio. Dalsio gives it into McLean. McLean then gives it out wide to Watson. What a ball it is. He's 1-on-1, has a shot, but the keeper makes a good save there, and it remains 2-0. 90th minute now, as Graham Dorrans on the ball. Graham Dorrans then he's wanting Rico Henry to make an overlap and run, but he's not. Rico Henry then somehow gets it back into Dorrans. Dorrans then looking for an option as he kind of loses the ball, but it comes back to McLean. McLean gives it to Dorrans, and look at Henry. He's just standing there like he's making an overlap and run now, but that's way too late. Dalsio gives it to Ryan Hardy. Ryan Hardy takes a touch and bangs that one in from outside the box, and bags his second of the game, second of the season, and Rangers' third goal of the game, and hopefully our first league title of the series, our first trophy of the season. Hopefully, I mean, when I say hopefully, it's definite, because St Johnstone aren't coming back. 90th minute, 3-0 up. I'd say some hacks would have to be involved for St Johnstone to come back, and as you can see straight from kickoff, they're not going to come back as we win 3-0, and the game doesn't actually recognise that we've won the league now. They thought we won it ages ago, when the first stage of the Premier League is what they actually think is the end of the league. But yeah, and they think that there's only one game left of the season. There's not. There's still another 5 after this. So yeah, apparently to FIFA this is the last game of the season, but we all know after this there's 5 games after that, as this in the second stage of the Premier League. We've already won it, so yeah, Morelos on the ball now against Partick, by the way, you've probably saw that. Anyway, Alexic on the wing, step over his inside, goes inside and gives it to Morelos. Morelos takes a touch and has a shot, but he puts that one wide of the target. I don't know how he missed the target there. But Alexic gives it in the middle to Dorrans. He tries to anyway, but it gets intercepted. Gets played up to Salmon. Salmon then gives it over to Spittle. Spittle loses out to Henry. It comes to Dalsio. He plays it up to Alexic. Alexic then gives it back to Dalsio. Dalsio up to Morelos. Morelos goes into the box and cuts onto his right. Swings it into Watson. He has a shot and he puts that one by the keeper and gives us a 1-0 lead in the 32nd minute. And that's Watson's third or fourth goal of the season, I think, and it was a good finish with his weaker foot. I think that's his weak foot anyway. I think he's got 3 stars weak foot. He's only got 1 star skill move, that's weird. But anyway, that's half time, and we are going into the break 1-0 up, and we're back out the break, back into the second half. Wee bit of showboating there from Alexic, naughty boys. It comes to Rossiter. He then plays it up to Alexic again. Alexic has the space to give it to Morelos. Morelos goes by his man and gives it on the wing to Watson. Watson wins a 50-50, gives it to Morelos. Morelos gives it to Alexic. He puts that one into the back of the net and gives us a 2-0 lead, and that was good quick thinking by Morelos and Watson to quickly pass it across goal to give Alexic the open net. As you can see, it was a bit of a hospital ball to Watson, but he won the 50-50. Morelos then with a good assist to Alexic, and now Watson on the wing. He's got the pace to get by his man, by Bannigan, and we've got Morelos up top. He swings it in the middle to Morelos. He has a shot, but the keeper makes a good save at his front post from the corner. Dorn swings it in to Alves. He kind of wins the header, comes to Morelos. He hits it on the volley, and that goes under the keeper and into the back of the net and gives us a 3-0 lead. And yeah, I don't see Partick coming back. They've barely created anything. They've barely been up the park at all. As soon as they've tried to actually create attack, we've just broken them down and not allowed them to do anything. But Dalsio in the 60th minute gives it to Alexic. Alexic gives it to Morelos. Morelos back to Dalsio. Dalsio has a shot and bangs that one in, crossbar and in, went back up, hit the bar and the post again. So like, it was a mental goal, crazy finish by Dalsio, and as you can see, it was great movement by Dalsio. Run into the box with his weaker right foot and smashes that one. That's pinpoint accuracy, and it comes to Lawless in the 90th minute for Partick. He's trying to create something, but his team ain't for it as Edwards gets the ball, but that's going to be full time, and we are 4-0 victors. We won the first game 2-0, second game 3-0, third game 4-0, so that's pretty much a perfect episode. 3 wins, 3 clean sheets, and we're right on track, and we've won the league, so it pretty much could be a perfect episode. But bad news, Bruno Alves has picked up a suspension. For what? He picked up a yellow card last game. This is first of the season. I don't understand where it's getting it from. But anyway, on to our squad reports, because Samuel Chan asked for it. So Morelos 22 goals, 21 assists, that's crazy. Candace then 15 goals, Alexic 14, Osbleys 10, McLean, Edwards 7, Jack 6, and then a few players on 3 like Dalsdale, Wallace and Watson. Clean sheets, obviously, it's going to be the defenders first, Fodringham, Alves and Cardoso. And onto the overall change, we've actually got Hardy with 6+, Bierman with 5, Morelos and Edwards with 4+, and that's great for Edwards considering he just joined. A few other players on 3, and Cranjars went down 3, Alves down 2, Miller and Candace down 1. Don't understand Candace because he's been playing a lot. But anyway, that's going to be the end of the episode. If you like it, please leave a like. Next game is going to be a live column, Celtic in the Scottish Cup semi-final and Aberdeen in the league. So if you did like it, please leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.